This is a reading for Robyn. I'm going to use the Waite tarots. Very colorful, very popular, easy to read deck. I've always found it quite receptive. Robyn hasn't asked for any specific questions. She would just like to have a reading for the next few months. So let's get started. Alright, Robyn. The card that represents you is the Empress. Your current concerns are the Queen of Pentacles. The card that represents your past foundation, period when you were growing in your youthful home life, is the Page of Cups. Your recent past is the Eight of Cups. Your current situation is the Nine of Cups. It's a lot of cups, a lot of love. Your near future, and that is the Eight of Swords. The card that represents you and how you feel about yourself and your life is the Ten of Cups. I can already see you're surrounded by a lot of love. You have a lot of love to give. This is how your friends feel about you and how you influence them and how they see your life, and that is the Six of Pentacles. Your goal card, that is the reversed Seven of Swords. Excuse me, Nine of Swords. The outcome, if you stay on your current path, is the King of Swords. Well, interestingly, there's a lot of love and there's also a lot of conflict in here. Several people influence you greatly. The Empress card, which represents you. The Empress is a fruitful person, somebody who is secure and stable, if not married, waiting for a marriage that will work well all around, as in the sexual nature, the emotional and physical thing is very important, so is financial. Station in life. The Empress wants someone who is of the same level as herself or more. Competitive nature, musical, somebody who is very strong in what she wants, and usually quite confident in how she can get what she wants. This is a person who may not always feel confident about being their best, and so they make special steps or really go the distance to ensure that their person is as perfect as possible. The Empress is a person who believes in beauty. Beauty is very important. And the road to get to beauty is the road that this person will travel. I don't just mean physical beauty, but I mean beauty in life, beauty in music, beauty in the visual. And so this is generally a person who has a very strong self-worth, always wanting to be better, always wanting to improve. The card that crosses you, the Queen of Pentacles, which is your current concern, that's usually somebody who is noble, responsible. This may be a figure of authority that you look to, or somebody that you want to be just like, somebody who you would like to attain their life, their style. Uh, you would like to go in depth to be this type or this particular person. I don't want to use the word idol, but in a way, that's what it is. And at this point in your life, some of your concerns have to do with being better than who you are and maybe attaining the same level of notoriety, popularity, maybe something in the nature of being well known. So a person who is very well known is your current concern. Your past foundation, which is the Page of Cups, a card of love and youth. This would be somebody who is into the arts and meditation and seriousness. I see you were a very serious child. You had goals at a very early age, things that you wanted to learn, things that you wanted to do. I get the feeling that anything that had a realness to it was something that was so important to you. Things like learning how to play an instrument, doing your best in school, finding people who thought the same way as you were. At a very young age, you had a success mentality, and this could be something that your parents inspired in you, but a very loving nature, and people responded to you in that same way. You were very loved as a child as you were growing up, and I feel a warm home. I feel a place of beauty again, something that stays with you all the time. It's a very strong foundation. It's given you a lot of confidence and creativity. You didn't lack for anything. People encouraged you to do the things that you were capable of and more, and you responded very positively in that. A beautiful child growing into a beautiful woman. That's the feeling that I get. And a lot of that has to do with all the love around you and the attention that you got. And Tellie, not sure where that came from, but somebody by the name of Tellie. An inspiration or someone you cared very much for. Gone now, I think. Your recent past, which is the Eight of Cups. Again, another card of love and caring. And the Eight of Cups is like a journey, a turning point in your life. Satisfaction achieved. You never have abandoned anything other than some of the traits of your own that you weren't happy with. Maybe you changed your personal style or your physical appearance in some way, and loved yourself better for it. It was a growing thing for you, something you were unhappy with, that you took a step to make a change. And at the time, in the past, that was a move that you were very happy. You'd looked so much forward to do. And after the change was done, for a time you were happy. Moving on to the current situation, which is the Nine of Cups. A Nine of Cups, you have so much love and beauty, and it's just amazing. You don't see much of this, and security, and so I'm so happy to see this. This is all very, very positive. It's good. It's healthy. It's I feel a real vitality in you from a very young age, and it's been nurtured until your current situation, the Nine of Cups. The 9 is a very good sign. It's a satisfaction. Your wishes come true. You're generous. You're loved almost excessively. It's just wonderful. It's a wonderful feeling that I get from this. So I would say your life is very satisfying. The people that you know and that you associate with are really wonderful people, really important, genuine. They love you in return. You love them back, and your whole life is kind of a moving forward in beauty. It's just a very warm and happy thing, really a happy thing. I don't see any major concerns for you up until now. I don't see anything that's anything to worry about. You know, I mean, you may have had a few things that have been up and down in your life, but certainly nothing that was devastating other than maybe the loss of a loved one, a family member. I keep seeing the name Tellie. But anyway, we'll move on to your near future, which is the 8 of Swords. That's an interesting card. The 8 of Swords is like bondage or a betrayal, maybe even a crisis of some sort. It's something unexpected. I can't see exactly what it is. It may be a relationship where you are being held tightly, more tightly than is really necessary, and you might feel oppressed, that sort of thing. Andrew, I'm not really sure when this will occur. I'd say this is probably, we're looking in the near future. If you have a relationship that's headed towards maybe a marriage or something like that, I don't think this is a serious issue. I think this is kind of a realization from what I see here that you might have someone that you feel a commitment for, and that may be, well, I'm not really sure, really, after all. I don't see you breaking the bond or anything like that. I just see that maybe you experience that feeling and you're uncertain about the direction that you want to take with a relationship. Okay, the card that represents you and how you feel about, again, is a Cups. It's 10, very, very strong card. The 10 of Cups is typically a contentment, peace, good home, all the things that most people want, and includes things like your happiness, your success, your beauty, your love of life, how you feel about others. Everything is so very positive in your life. Yeah, you do have a little underlying current of insecurity, but I don't think that's in how your life goes. I think that's in you. Maybe it's kind of like, I find it hard to believe that I have what I have. I have my health. I work towards things that I want. I attain my goals. It's almost like too good to be true sometimes to you, or you feel very fortunate and you wonder if maybe you deserve it, and you do. This kind of a life like this is generated by a good spirit, somebody who's is so very loving and has so much to give. I don't know if you volunteer or anything like that, but if you do, that's just amazing that you can put all, you have a very complicated or very in-depth life, a lot of friends. It's amazing. It's excellent, really, very excellent. So you're very happy with yourself at this point in life, regarding a couple of little things, but you know, nothing's ever perfect, even if you work very hard to make it so. That's just life, but you have so much going for you that concerns for you are minimal. Okay, how your friends feel about you. This is the 6 of Pentacles, and that typically has to do with financial gain, monetary wealth, that sort of thing. In this case, when you're thinking about how your friends think of you, they believe you are generous to others and sympathetic, and They are drawn to your beauty and your love of life and what you give back. Um, the smile that you keep on your face. These people love you. You have several friends who are lifetime friends. I'd say all of them are BFFs, which is awesome. You're very well thought of, very loved, very cared for. I don't think there's anybody out there, unless they're envious of you, who doesn't care about you and love you, that knows you. This is just a very powerful reading about your personality and about your ability to share and love and care, and it's just amazing. But your friends see you as being successful. They see you as being good at everything you do. They want that too. It's kind of like, you know, a lottery winner. You'd go rub their shoulders and say, oh, you know, I hope some of that rubs off on me. This is the kind of feeling. It's not only do they love and care for you, but they just feel when they're around you that there's that positive spirit that helps them interact with it. They enjoy your presence, your company, and they're always happy to see you. And I can't say enough about how well things are going for you and have been going. Moving on to your goal card, which is the reversed Nine of Swords. Swords are typically a conflict card, meaning that you have some kind of conflict in your life. But when it's reversed like that, pardon me, that is like, stay where you are and face anything that comes your way head on. You are hoping for things, you achieve things that you go after because your goal is to face things head on. And that's your natural style. You know, if there's something that you need to do or get done, or you're asked to do something, or you have some kind of work to get done, presentations, if you're in front of an audience, that sort of thing, you're just right there. And your goal is to always be like that. You want to perform to your best. And so your goal is to move forward in life, and in everything that you do, regardless of what it is, it comes back to you as much and more than you put into it, and that's your ideal. So I see something in the near future. It feels like a gig or something like that, or maybe just a gathering where you're part of the group, or you might even lead, I'm not sure. To entertain. It might even be a party or just a social gathering or a wedding or something like that, of that nature, where you're contributing to it. And there might even be somebody else there with you as a partner in it. But the goals for you are to continue the way you're at right now, to keep positive as you have. I don't see any losses of any kind or anything that's negative. This is one of the few readings I've seen where most everything is positive. The outcome card for you, which is the King of Swords. Again, that's another conflict card, but the King is, it represents like an authenticity, original ideas. This could have to do with writing, or writing your own story or music, or something about your life, poetry, that sort of thing. It just shows that you're successful and things like that, and that on the outcome from the direction you're going right now is if you continue the way you will, and I don't see you making any major changes. There's no stepping stones you have to cross or anything like that, but the direction you're taking right now is very positive. It could be very successful. If you want to do something like write a little novel, or music comes into mind. If you write your own songs and you are interested in publishing, I think that would be very successful for you. The joy and the love that you have in your life is the kind of thing that produces more joy and more love, and so continuing along your path, I think, for the next few months is just perfect the way it is right now. You've got the right attitude, the right goals, the right direction. So I don't see any problems for you. I see a future of great things possibly, considering the King of Swords, great successes. So I hope this helps you, and enjoy all that wonder in your life, that joy and that love of life that you have, Robyn. Thank you.